you guys straight from Münster, Germany, doing my Aero Tour, coaching Tennisville clients alive here in person this beautiful 2013 summer. And great weather, you know, can't complain here. We're almost 30 degrees. Here's the video tip of the day, guys. I want to talk a little bit about the pronation of the wrist on the serve. People are saying, you know, I have a hard time really getting the feel for hitting the ball with that wrist pronated, you know. So there's many exercises you can do. You even seen some of the videos here that we have on our own channel with my partner, Coach Kiro, explaining in details about the pronation of the wrist. But today I'm going to give you guys a little extra precious tip here for really get the brain to have be used to the feeling of hitting the ball with a pronated wrist. Okay? And it's going to be very useful, most of all because you're going to see that you can actually do it when you're playing out there when you're about to serve. All right, so I'm going to first go back to the back screen here and demonstrate a little bit about the pronation of the serve and do an exercise that maybe most of you have seen already, and it helps a lot to understand how the wrist pronates when you're about to hit the ball if you're using the continental correct grip for serving. Okay, so if you attack the ball with the edge of the racket with the continental grip, of course you can't hit it, so you need to rotate your wrist here a little bit and pronate so you can actually snap and hit the ball with a little bit of a wrist snap, accelerating the racket head for more pace, and also come over the top of the ball, bringing that ball down into the box. So a good exercise, done it many times with my kids, junior academies and stuff, and you've probably seen it out there, is to come close to the fence and do your service motion, and then instead of hitting the fence with the edge of the racket, when you're about to hit the fence, and only when you're about to hit it, you pronate the wrist and hit the fence with your racket flat. And it looks like this. You come here, and instead of hitting here, you go here. You go here. You get in the trophy position. You have tossed the ball already, imaginary ball. And you come here and you pronate the wrist and hit the fence like this. This is a great exercise for you to get the feeling of hitting the ball with a continental grip and pronating the wrist. But there's no ball there. So here's the secret, guys. You might have seen players out there that have different rituals when they're about to serve. Some of them will bounce the ball a few times. Some of them will actually bounce the ball with a racket. That's the tip, guys. Bounce the ball with a racket before you do your serve to get the feeling of hitting the ball with a continental grip. Now, make sure that you don't do like I've seen some club players do, which is change to your forehand grip, and then you bounce the ball down like this if you have like a frying pan in your hand. And then when you go start your serve, you switch back to continental grip. Then it doesn't really help you. What really helps is if you keep your continental grip on your hand, then pronate your wrist and bounce the ball down on the ground with the continental grip and the wrist already pronated. Then your brain is getting the feel here of how it feels to hit the ball this way. An actual ball. Because like I said, there on the fence there is no ball. So once you get the feel for hitting it here like this, it's much easier for you to get the grasp of hitting it up here like this, which is what we want, okay? So bounce the ball with your continental grip, pronating your wrist before you hit your serve on your ritual here. Then you can adjust, and then you have a better chance of doing the pronation correctly. Make sure that you don't raise the arm too. Make sure that you pronate and bounce the ball with your racket low here. Your arm is almost straight here like this, you see? Don't come up here like this. Because then if you look here, my wrist is not really pronated. We want it to be like this. All right, guys, that's it. Go out there, practice when you serve, hitting the ball on the ground with your continental grip. That's going to get a really nice feeling for pronation on the wrist. And then get out there and ace your opponents with some great serves. All right, it's a wrap. Cheers. I'll see you guys next time.